Hello guys, hope you're happy, hope you're well. Today we're going to talk about the plot and we're also going to talk about the solution. And before I get into this, I want you to know that my story hasn't changed since the beginning of me understanding the war on humanity. My story hasn't changed. Sure, the darkness got darker during the COVID years, and I learned more about psychopathy throughout this journey, but the issue and the solution has never changed. And today we're going to talk about integrated intelligence, because at the heart of this war is the fact that we are not integrating with Mother Earth. We can look at this from a few different perspectives. We can look at the plot from a biblical perspective. We can say that we're living through prophecy at the moment. We could also study this from a systems perspective. We can see all the systems that we use in our life and understand how psychopathic they are. The food is poisoning us. The education is lying to us. The medical system is pretty much killing us. The law is enslaving us. But today we're going to look at really the consciousness. The evolution of consciousness is what is under attack, because in order for us to create consciousness, we have to be integrated in this reality. And the plot started over 250 years ago, and it started with the incentivization of farmers leaving their farm and moving into the city for money. Once the farmers left their farm and moved into the city, that's when tax came. That's when the 9-to-5 work job came. And then eventually women were put into the workforce, breaking up the family unit. So in order for us to get our powers back, we have to go back to square one. We have to go back to Mother Earth, where we are integrated with the other elements here on the planet. Because if you think about it right now, everyone's buying food from people that we don't trust. And I don't know if the penny has dropped for you yet, but the enemy has a plan to enslave all of humanity. And that plan is very close to being finalized. And as I travel the world, I've been traveling for 4 years, guys, and I can honestly say every country is being impacted by this agenda. Everybody is focused on the government and what the government is doing, and they're not focused on the body, mind, spirit, and soul infiltration. So our only solution is to get back to nature and to reintegrate ourselves with this reality. Because the fall of consciousness is here. We have fallen as a human species because of our lack of integration with the plants. And our food is what is being impacted at the moment. So the key to survival is to ensure that you have your own food. That's why I moved to Nora Head in 2020, was to build my own garden. And that's why I got on the road 4 years ago, was to look for a community on a farm. And my mission hasn't changed. I'm still looking. Still looking to be on a farm. I think every truther right now needs to have that same goal, because if we were all to get onto a farm and bring our minds together, we can evolve ourselves out of this situation. I don't have anything else to say, you guys. Other than I'm looking for a farm. If anybody knows of anyone that needs help on a farm, I would love to join them. Okay, you guys. Talk to you soon.